All right, welcome, folks. It's Bob. Tristan, it's Tuesdays with Tristan. That's right. Tristan Tuesday. It's here. We're ready to roll. Hope you guys are. Got plays, money-making plays from OddsJam and from all of us, actually. We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide, working on new products as we speak. And check out Sharp Money from OddsJam, which has been a winner. It's been great so far. We're going to keep on rocking with it. Kristen, turn your volume down there a little bit, buddy. I can hear you on your phone.
I'm driving off my phone.
Anyway, here we are. Last minute betting. I don't know whether Mike's making it or not.
Probably
Keep
not.
on telling me he's got to make it here, but I think it pissed him off is what happened.
He doesn't want to face the music. It's all right.
He doesn't want to deal with your crap anymore.
He just doesn't want to face the music that his Chargers completely folded the bed the other night, and I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't want to show my face either.
I mean, they didn't fold anything. They just
no, Justin Herbert
didn't play good.
Herbert looked like a deer in headlights out there, getting sacked every down. Couldn't get out of the pocket, and he was just stuck.
The deer in the headlights was Aaron Rodgers last night. And I don't want to hear about him from our friend anymore. I don't want to hear about Aaron Rodgers no more.
He looked atrocious last
He
night.
looked
That
old.
was the worst game he's ever played.
Looked old. That's what he looked like to me.
Kind of looked like you.
Well, he's a lucky guy if he looks like me. That's all I can tell you. Hey, we got somebody on Twitch checking things out. Don't forget, you can. Live chat is available, so you can chat live and like and subscribe too. I did have a little like and subscribe thing going on, but I lost it. Let me put it back up there.
I'm gonna text Mike to get his butt
There
in
it
here.
is. There it is. Anyway, so yeah. Steelers got their butts whipped last night, and boy, does that Houston defense look good now. And I dropped them earlier in the year because they weren't playing good early in the year, but my God, are they playing good now? Who's the left guard for the Steelers? What's that guy's name?
TJ Watt showed out, boy.
No, I'm talking about the left guard on the offensive line.
I know, and I'm telling you that TJ Watt showed up last night.
I know he did, but he wasn't the story. The story was the Texans.
The O-line, man. The story was the Steelers O-line. Steelers could not block the Texans from pressuring Rodgers all night, and stats speak for themselves. I mean, Steve Rodgers, he could barely move, had no mobility in the pocket.
There he is. Sayamalo. He got his ass ran over. I mean, ran over. Actually, on his back on the one Rodgers fumble. I mean, Rodgers had no time at all. He had two guys on him before you knew it. And, I mean, he on his back, dude. The dude wound up on his back. The Texans defense was outstanding. Brandon is here. What's up, Brandon? Thanks for joining us.
It was either that or the Steelers O-line just looked fucking horrible. That was the worst performance I've ever seen. I was watching the game and I'm just thinking to myself, Rodgers couldn't even breathe in that pocket. He was getting pressured left, right, center. Like there was nowhere he could run, nowhere he could throw. And it's not like the Steelers didn't have opportunities to score because they had a couple forced fumbles and they could have scored when it mattered, but the pressure was too much for Rodgers.
Well, in defense of Sayamolo, he has been dealing with injuries. Okay. And that's part of it. It's just, let's face it, man, the Houston defensive line, those guys are studs. Yeah. They're on you before you know it.
I just think Steelers have a terrible O-line, and they need to just dismantle that whole team. No offense, Kia. I'm sorry.
You don't think they need a wide receiver more than an O-line?
I think they need an O-line more than a wide receiver.
That's what your boy Credible thinks. A wide receiver is the most important position next to quarterback. So
I think O-line should be the next key focus for the Steelers, especially letting Tomlin go. I think they need.
Tomlin, they didn't let him go. He resigned.
No, he let himself go. Sorry.
Right. So, he resigned, and that's the big news of the day. A couple of big stories in the world of sports. Mike Tomlin has, he resigned as the Steelers coach, still getting paid for a couple of years, but they'll get compensation no matter what team he goes to. This is the dream scenario, in my opinion. Okay? Are you ready? Here we go. Tomlin goes to Baltimore and Harbaugh goes to Pittsburgh.
From one shit team to the next.
I would love that.
I think one of those coaches should just go to the Dolphins or even the Saints for all I care. I just don't think Harbaugh and Tomlin should go to those kind of teams.
Neither one of those guys wants to go to the Saints. Okay, let's get that straight now.
We got some good prodigies coming up. So
prodigies? Do you know what a prodigy is?
Prodigy
is someone they don't have a prodigy. A prodigy is someone who does things better than anybody. You don't have one of them. There we go. Where's Mike?
Mike he can't face the music. Who was that, Brandon?
Yeah, it was Brandon.
Mike's too scared to face the music that his Chargers are so shitty. So,
I'm calling him right now, Brandon.
Had to take the day off to unwind.
Something like that. Hey, Brandon and Tristan want to know where you're at, buddy.
Tell Mike I'm talking shit about him.
He's trying, he said. He said, get your ass in here. And the other big news of the day in the world of sports, Nolan Arenado being traded by the Cardinals to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Horrible.
Is that a move, at least defensively? It's going to make that infield really strong. Is that a move that can propel them past the Dodgers and beat up on those Dodgers? Knock them on their ass.
You're delusional.
Oh, I know. I know. I got you. What do you mean I'm delusional? I'm just asking, okay?
Okay, but Nolan Arenado hasn't had a good offensive production in years.
Well, I just sent you those
stats. Might as well be non-existent.
I just sent you those stats, and if you were any guess that was worth a damn, you would have already been there and looked at that. But no,
I did look at it. It doesn't matter.
You did. Let's see. 272 and 71 RBIs. There, 93 RBIs, 103, 105. So with the Cardinals, 105 RBIs, 103 RBIs, 93 RBIs, 71 RBIs. Then the last year, the bad one.
Okay.
Only 52
I don't care
RBIs.
about any of that. What's his OPS?
I don't know. I didn't look at that.
Well, there you go.
I didn't break that down. And you know what?
That's what matters most in baseball.
OPS is a combination of on-base percentage and slugging. I personally like on-base percentage on its own, and I like RBIs. You know what? I don't give a shit about OPS. I think that OPS crap is overrated.
I think you're wrong because
I know you do.
What good is the player if he doesn't get on base? And
on base percentage is separate.
On base.
You can have a high OPS and not drive in a lot of runs.
I'd rather a player do that than drive in a lot of runs.
I got a question here. Bob. Dunkachino, what's up? What are your thoughts on betting alt run lines for baseball? I find it's quite profitable to bet the underdog to win by 2+ runs, one-eye betting on underdogs. Absolutely, that will happen. Baseball season, you can find a lot of underdogs, and you use that run line, and you can do the same thing in hockey too. Okay, you're just you got to remember there are no spreads in those sports, just a run line and a puck line. So yeah, I do kind of like that Dunkachino.
Is he saying run lines or run totals? Like the total?
No, he's talking about alternate run lines.
I've looked at it, but the ones I've looked at, there's literally like no point in taking them because they're so used.
Betting alternate run lines for baseball, not total run lines.
But so, yeah, from my experience, every time I see an alternate run line, it's minus 260, minus 300. So there's not really any point of.
Not necessarily. You can find +1 and just like you can in hockey. You can find some minus 150s and minus 140s. I agree with you there. Like they said, 1/3 of the games are one-run games, but usually those are the favorite, only winning by 1 run. The dog. Okay, that's an interesting philosophy. Oh, you're talking about the underdog at minus 1.5. Oh, okay. That
is a little.
Woo. I mean,
got to pick and choose your spots.
Yeah. That the pitching matchups, all that has a lot to do with it. Yeah, I get what you're saying there. And no, I don't do that in hockey. It's hard enough to get puck lines, with the favorite to win. Much less get a minus 1.5 on a dog. So, yeah.
That's a no-go for me.
Better team gets blown up and suddenly the fave is down 5 runs.
It happens, dude. It's sports for you. I mean, look at the Packers. They just blew a 27-3 lead, and
it was 21-3, and then it was 27-16, something like that.
But what's funny about that game,
the better team won. The Bears were better than the Packers all year long. They're the second best team in the NFC. They got the Cronkies coming, and they're going to put a beat down on the Cronkies this weekend.
I doubt it.
And then NFC Championship game, Niners-Bears.
I don't think the Bears make it past the Cronkies, to be honest.
Okay, well, we'll see.
That's just my opinion. Freedom of speech. I can say what I want to say. So
wow, you're pulling the free. There's no freedom of speech on this show.
Well, there is in mine.
This is my show. I call the rules. Baseball is a bit different than hockey. Well, that's true. Absolutely, you got a very good point there. That's a very good point.
You gotta be careful with those because any given night.
I mean, I see where he's coming from.
Yeah. Any given night, underdog could whoop up on the favorite, and then you're up 3 runs, 4 runs, and you're covering the spread. But that's not. I wouldn't go too heavy on that. I would go every once in a while throw a dog in there, throw plus odds, but with the run line. But
all right, let me go to Sharp Money and look for a couple plays here.
That Delaware play hit.
Huh?
The Delaware play I showed you guys yesterday.
And so did the Utah play hit too. That was huge. Utah again. I mean, it's crazy. Here we got 13,686. The circle limit is 14,500. It's looking like the play is on. Seton Hall tonight. Let's take a look at what the spread is. We'll sprinkle on the money line there. And let's take a look at what the spread is in this game.
Don't worry, I'm just drinking water.
Oh, you're good. +6.5. Can we get a +7? Yes. Circa's got it at +7. So, yeah, definitely. That is one play that we are hitting right now. Let me go and do my negative cross market here. Here's another one of those plays. Okay, I've got to at least take a look at it, because if I don't, I'm going to kick myself in the ass for not doing it. All right, sprinkle money line, and let's go to the NBA and check out what the spread is like. I mean, here's the thing I got to say about this. I am making money off of the Utah Jazz. Are you kidding me? Because I'm following the Sharps. So this game is plus 11 on Profit X. I say we got to take it. Now, we had about 5 of these plays the other day. Same kind of situation in the NBA. Went 3 and 2 out of the 5 plays. Now this Texas A&M and Tennessee, man, Tennessee at home, it's college basketball. This is one of them that I would stay away from just because it's college basketball. Yeah, and Tennessee is usually a pretty good team. I've already hit the Heat tonight. I hit that earlier. So I do like that play. I do like the Heat tonight. Not convinced on Texas A&M. I don't think the Sharps are as sharp on college basketball as they are on other sports. Here's a play for Villanova. I will look at this one, though, real quick.
Where's Mike?
I don't know. It's not my day to watch him.
He's just being a little chicken shit. He doesn't want to come on when I'm on now.
Actually, you know what? That's going to probably be more than a sprinkle, because I believe Providence is the favorite.
I don't know. I stopped doing college basketball for my own mental sanity.
But you just did college basketball.
But I'm going to take a step back because...
Okay, so Providence at plus 2.5. I mean, I guess, yeah, we need to hit it.
When you're done there, I want you to check something out for me.
All right. What do you want?
Well, I wanted to dive into the game of the year, the Indiana and Miami, but
I don't know if it's the game of the year. It's good. It's a championship game. I don't know if it's the game of the year.
I mean, there's been some action on Indiana spread, because last time I checked, that was 7.5. Today I looked, it was 8.5 now. So it moved up a whole point.
Okay, so here's his strategy. Wait till a good team like the Dodgers has depleted their good relief pitchers and they've won like 4 straight. And then go dog minus 1.5. Okay.
Well, I'm never going to fade the Dodgers, so.
Well, no, because you don't know how to bet baseball. You bet you're a homer.
I hate betting baseball.
You're a homer better. I got to get back to this here. Hang on. Anything else on sharp money? No. Let's look at a few player props here real quick. See, now here we go. I mean, there's $10,000 on shots on goal. We got to go with Thomas Chabot under. I mean, there's like no choice.
Who?
Thomas Chabot.
Who?
This dude here. Okay.
No clue.
Here's a Boone Jenner, over 2.5 shots on goal. We got to go with that one too.
No, I knew you'd throw them all in the parlay.
No, Coronado, over 2.5 shots on goal. Another play that we need to go with. That's a good sharp money play. And man, when you're getting 6,000 or more liquidity on player props, you got to take a look at them. Now, Giannis under 0.5 blocks. You like that or not?
Nah.
No? Okay. Buzelis, under 1.5 blocks.
I have no clue who the hell that is.
Okay. Then you won't like that one. What about Chet Holmgren, under 1.5 blocks? No?
Nah.
Okay. And how about Sengun, under 22.5 points?
I like that one. Could be a little dicey, but I like that one.
All right. And the last one we're going to look at here is Vucevic, under 8.5 rebounds.
No.
I mean, that's the fave. That's the favorite play here. You know what? I'm going to overrule you, and I'm going to take it.
Go ahead, but when he has 9 rebounds by halftime,
he could have 9 rebounds by halftime.
I'm telling you, man, that guy's a giant.
All right, now I got to check out his stats. Vucevic rebounds this season. 9.3. That's what he averages. He's not going to have 9 by halftime. Now, come on.
I don't know, man. If I take it, he will.
No, he's not going to have 9 by halftime.
Remember that Banchero play I told you about, the under 7.5?
Mm-hmm.
He had like 6 by halftime.
I mean, that does happen occasionally, but he ain't going to have 9 by halftime.
Banchero. I'm not talking about Vucevic. I'm talking about
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm just saying. This guy's not going to have 9 by halftime.
Can you pull
up? All right,
you
want to talk college football? Doesn't matter if Indiana's winning. I mean, it's pretty well a done deal. Miami ain't going to hang.
I don't think it's a done deal, dude. Don't.
You're talking foolish again. I think Miami's defense is great. They don't have an answer from Mendoza.
This is Miami we're talking about at home.
Dude, you're the one who said they don't even belong. Now you're going to jump on their bandwagon.
I'm not jumping. I'm just stating the obvious. Miami's defense is one of the top in the country. That's why they're in the position they are in.
Told you that after the first.
Tell me otherwise.
Told you that after the first friggin' win that they got in the playoffs. Their defense is a stud defense. No two ways about it. But they haven't gone against a quarterback like Mendoza. So, hey, hold on here. You're rolling your eyes, and you're the guy who was all over him, the greatest thing that ever lived early in the football season and down the stretch. And you were, Indiana. Now you're going to switch
I'm not
to Miami.
saying anything. My stance still stands, but I'm saying it's not going to be as far-fetched as they think it is. I think that spread is
Indiana's winning the championship. Miami ain't winning.
That's what I'm saying. You're not listening to me if you let me finish.
You're saying it's going to be a closer game.
Yes, that spread is an overreaction.
I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. Indiana's winning the national championship. Be the first one in football ever.
So I have a feature on Indiana, so I want them to win. But what I'm telling you is the hypothetical spread FanDuel had before the national championship was set in stone was 3.5. I think it's going to be closer to 3.5 and not 8.5. I think that's an overreaction by the books because they saw Indiana beat the living shit out of Oregon in the playoffs. So I think that's why the spread is where it's at. It jumped up a whole point. I don't know if you even been watching the spread.
Yes, I know. I've been watching the screen a lot. Yes.
Well, then you would know that it jumped from 7.5 to 8.5.
8.5. Yes.
So, I think personally, you should hit Miami plus 8.5.
Well, and here's probably why it jumped up. Something's happened. There may be an injury of some sort on Miami. It could be on their defense. We don't know. We don't know what that is, but something tells me that the books raised that a whole point for a reason. They're not wrong very often. By the way, they hit
wrong. They're wrong about the Packers.
Sharps were on the under last night, baby.
They're wrong about the Packers. They had the Packers winning, and they had -1.5. So
no, because they also had some sharps had Chicago winning. That game was a toss-up. Sorry, bro. There were Green Bay plays on that board and Chicago plays on that board, which tells you that game is a toss-up. You know, and I stayed completely away from it. I wasn't touching it. Now,
which I should have done.
Yeah, I wasn't betting that game. Wasn't betting that. I didn't bet. As a matter of fact, what did I bet?
Touchdown, probably.
And the Sharps were wrong on the Steelers. They were on the Steelers +3 last night. You know, that they were completely wrong there. So that is going to happen occasionally. You know, I'm just going to tell you in the NBA, I mean, let me show you a couple of things here real quick. Because I just think that this is amazing. All right, let me go inside the bet tracker here. And let me see if I can find a couple of them plays that I'm talking about.
God, you're boring me. I'm getting tired.
Boring you? How can you be bored? Look at all those sharp money player prop plays that were hidden. That was pretty nice. Where we at here?
I know the front page looked like all reds right there.
Let's see here. Where we at? Okay, there's one with the Raptors not beating the money line but beating the spread. Okay, that's how you got to play those, man. And then if I go over here to another bet tracker, oh yeah, I've got multiples. I don't know if you could see this one or not. But if I go into this one, the Jazz +14, here were two hockey plays the other night that were both sharp money plays. The Rams -10 would be, that was a sharp. Sharps were on the Rams, but fucking San Antonio money line wins. Golden State -4.5 lost. But they were wrong on Oregon and they were wrong on the Lakers, but they were right on the Jazz. I mean, how can you argue with any of the success of the NBA plays in sharp money? It's been great. And by the way, since you're not saying, oh, saw a lot of red, well, let's just take a look at the bet tracker. And, you know, I see a lot of green up there. See, it's the total for the day, okay? Not on a page. All right? 4.73 units, $473 up so far, bro. Not bad.
You want to put
sharp money is 62 units up since August 1st, and I've been keeping track. So there you go. The man, the plan, got it all together. Sorry you're bored, but, you know, trying to educate a few people too. Trying to educate people too. Maybe I can teach you something one of these days.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you a place that my model was wrong last night because the model had a bad night. Model was 1-5 last night after a 4-2 the night before. We're still up about 35 units, but let me tell you where they were wrong. The model, because Florida has not been a good road team, had friggin' Buffalo last night, and they were totally wrong.
That's funny.
That happens.
Florida.
Model plays tonight are Edmonton money line, St. Louis and Carolina under 6.5, and the Islanders. And who in the heck are the Islanders playing? How come I can't remember that? Islanders are playing Winnipeg. Islanders in Winnipeg under 5.5. Neither team scores much, so I think the unders on both of those games are pretty good plays. We'll see. I will tell you this, man. First period totals, those are tough. Those are really tough. You can't say, well, I'm going with the under for the total and that the first period is going to hit the under, because you know what? There's a lot of times that doesn't happen. The under still hits in the total. The under hits in the game, but the first period may go over. So
my strategy for that one is I try to, whenever I'm betting the first period totals, I look at the game total, and if it's 5.5 or below, I'll usually hit the under in the first period total. But if it's 6.5, that's where you stay away from the first period.
I mean, I've seen it all kinds of ways because I'm doing first period total plays every day. So, I mean, I've been tracking this. How long have I been tracking that? I got to take a look here real quick. First period total since December 17th. And I'm 36-35. Tonight, Carolina and St. Louis under 1.5. Islanders and Winnipeg under 1.5. And Edmonton and Nashville over 1.5. That is my first period totals for today. And by the way, we are live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. And we are live on X. Follow us any place that you can. Any of those three places would be fantastic. Like this show. We need as many likes as we can get. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd appreciate it. Let's go ahead and put a little parlay together here real quick, and we'll get the heck out of here. We'll go. We're just going to do a two-legger.
Do it.
You can pick any sport you want.
Seeing as Mike never showed.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him an earful for that.
Do it.
Hey, Mike, your Chargers are frauds. Just saying. Justin Herbert is not elite.
Who you want to take tonight?
Well, I'm already on this play, but give me the Bucks on the money line.
Okay. Bucks on the money line. All right. We'll hit that. And I'm going to go to hockey, and I'm going to go the safe route, too. I am going to take the Oilers on a back-to-back, but I'm going to take them on the money line.
Oof.
Good value there. What are you going oof for?
You said back-to-back. That's usually not too good.
That don't mean crap when you got a good team playing a crap team. I mean, come on. They can't win back-to-back games in back-to-back nights.
Not often.
You know what? We may have to ask AI about that. Let's just do that.
Why don't you go ask Grok on Twitter?
In the NHL. Try this again. In the NHL, how many teams win the second game of a back-to-back? We're going to try this again. In the NHL, how many teams win on back-to-back games?
Big goose egg.
No, it's not a big goose egg. Games in a season. All right, let's just check it out here real quick. See if there's an average.
0.004.
Teams. I can't read out this one I want. Okay, so here is what the winning percentage on the first half is .555. The winning percentage on the second game is .507. So it's above 500. But you ready for this? 25% of the teams have won both games of a back-to-back, and 30% have lost both. That's interesting. There's been more teams lose back-to-backs than win back-to-backs, which makes sense. But there you go. Over 500. Doesn't matter. It's a flip of the coin, man. And Edmonton's going to whip up on Nashville tonight. And you better hope the Bucks win, or I'm gonna come over there and, well, you know what's gonna happen.
Nothing, because you're too old to take me.
Yeah, whatever. All right, folks, that's all we got tonight. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
Mike couldn't make it because he was too salty. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? And in words of Tony Soprano, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Hey, all right.
Your Italian accent.
Hey, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? See you, folks. Peace.